climate change, global warming, and environmental destruction. These are all worldwide consequences caused by the same thing, humans. I've learned recently that the effects of climate change are having catastrophic consequences on our environment, and we've all heard about a few examples of this. Our sea levels rising, the Australian bushfires, the air pollution in India, and even the wildfires in California are just a few examples of how this is affecting every being on our planet. Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel delivered a speech titled Perils of Indifference, where he spoke on the dangers of apathy. Though his speech was primarily geared towards accountability and enacting humanity against human violence, his words still resonate with us today when applied to the declining well-being of our planet. Wiesel believed that by refusing to be indifferent towards humans who are suffering, the world had more hope for anyone residing in it. But this idea mustn't exclusively be extended towards the prevention of human violence, but to our planet's deterioration as well. Wiesel and his family were sent to extermination camps during World War II, and during his time there he expressed that he felt abandoned by the world as if he had no significance in it. Later in life, Elie Wiesel won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1986 and became a leader who spoke out against violence and racism towards humankind. In 1999, Elie Wiesel delivered the Perils of Indifference speech at the White House, where he aimed to prove his argument that indifference helps the enemy and never the victim. I agree with Elie Wiesel in that choosing to stay silent instead of acting against human violence is the wrong thing to do. And I also believe that choosing to do nothing about climate change on our planet is just as dangerous. One takeaway from Elie's speech is that accepting the responsibility to prevent human violence is the right thing to do. And those same ideas can be applied to also stopping the violence happening in our earth and to not stand indifferently when it comes to the threats that are still occurring towards our planet. Climate change not only affects us as humans, but it also affects the animals that inhabit our planet. One way that this is shown is through the decreasing population of polar bears caused by the melting ice caps, which is due to climate change, or even the millions among millions of animals perishing in the Australian bushfires that have been catastrophically persistent, caused by global warming. The problems causing climate change have yet to be resolved, just as there continues to be a lack in accountability when it comes to factories, power plants, and even countries taking responsibility of actions committed against the earth and fellow earth inhabitants. But with more awareness and compassion, there is still hope to end both human suffrage as well as the cataclysmic challenges that our environment is facing. Taking steps to better the state of our world don't have to be of great magnitude. Take, for example, bamboo. Bamboo forests contribute to the purification and maintenance of our environment by absorbing greenhouse gases and producing oxygen. This little plant can do all of that. So what can we do to improve our planet just by a little? We can take the initiative to start the conversation on climate change. We can consume less, waste less, and get politically involved and active to vote. If we continue to deny these changes and look the other way, standing indifferently as to what goes on around us, it will lead to our doom. But I believe that we can all refuse to be indifferent, and by doing so, we will help our world by giving it a voice.